Okay guys, you think on your Acura RDX 4-cylinder turbo, you think your problem is this. Show you. Think that's your problem because it's being elongated. This is the new one. And then some of them, these are oval. You think this is the only problem? Well, let me show you what's the actual problem. When that happened, as you can see, this one is not round. The actual problem is not that. That's just the first sign. But let me show you the actual problem. Once that happened, you have to replace something else. And this is not just, and you keep replacing them, we keep doing it again. I'll show you the actual problem. Okay, let's compare side by side. This is the newer one, different remanufacturer, and this is the old one we have. Of course, I will be transferring these on top. And the main problem we have is this pin here. This doesn't have a plug. This is a new one. And that little thing there is not. You will see a little hole gap. Show you. See that gap? That's the problem. That one. And I have the new one. Right here. This doesn't have a gap. Here you go. Yeah. But anyway, I wanted to replace the whole turbo anyway, so just a little bit inspection. Yeah, my fan is pretty loud, but it's hot right now. It's not too bad, but this is much better. This new one, that's much better. This one is dried up. Okay, I'm just gonna install it. Hopefully everything's good. Okay. All right. Double check everything. I think this has a gasket already. Make sure I have a gasket here. I'm gonna remove that and install it there. And let's turn it over to the other side. Not bad. Not too bad. So you can see, let's check the old one has, as you can see, it says, that's the number. On top, TD04 HL 15 TK31 VFT. And we have the same thing here. So that should be the same. No problem. Alright, we're gonna install them, put it back, and hopefully fix everything. Okay guys, you think on your Acura RDX 4-cylinder turbo, you think your problem is this. Show you. Think that's your problem because it's being elongated. This is the new one. and then some of them, these are oval. You think this is the only problem? Well, let me show you what's the actual problem. When that happened, as you can see, this one is not round. The actual problem is not that. That's just the first sign. But let me show you the actual problem. Once that happened, you have to replace something else. And this is not just, and you keep replacing them, we keep doing it again. I'll show you the actual problem. Check this out. So, this is the old turbo. I actually replaced them before. That piece, and now start doing it again. So, I took the whole turbo out. This is the new one. Let me show you the new one. You know where it's located at? This piece connects here. If you're looking at it, see how round that is? You get a good light. See how good round that is? There you go. See that? They're perfectly round all around it. And let me show you the old turbo. Look at that. That one is not round anymore. You see it? That's wear out too. And that was causing the play too. Even you put a new one. This is the new one. If you put the new one in there, that will give you a lot of play. See that? There will be plenty of play right there. So this not gonna fix it, and this gonna go bad. So if you replace this, make sure you replace this piece. But I believe this is stamped in. Not sure if you can replace that. So you just replace the whole turbo. And I hope that helps you guys. That's the main problem. This is not just the problem. Do not replace it. Just this. Inspect that piece. This one. I don't know what you call it, a roller or whatever. But that is not good. I hope it helps you guys. Alright, I'm about to install this. Before I put a new one in, make sure I have a good grease. A regular grease here. So it will spin freely. Because when it's dry, that will cause that wear. Put a pretty good grease there. And I can put this back. Well, before I put it back, I can get the solder here. Because I'm going to need these. Alright, let's get it. Okay guys, so I already transferred over everything that I need. This actuator installed already. I have this hoses back. We're gonna have a new gasket here. There you go. And this we're going to put the gasket on top. Right there. So we got the gasket. I think everything's set. We're going to put it back. What else do we need to do? I just hang this here for the oil line, because if I install that right away like that, this will be in the way of installing. So I'm just gonna hang it there like that. Later on I will just install it there. And also this bracket I got it back. So now let's go ahead, install it. Put it on top of the car. Let's go. Alright, putting it back. I'm just gonna let it hang it like that for now, because I'm gonna try to install, put the oil line back there. So I'm just gonna let it hang just a little bit, just like that. Give it a little room. So you can see, I'm not gonna install it all the way in fully. So the oil line will go from down there to up there. I'm gonna lift the car so I can make sure it's in. And when you put this back in, make sure this gasket is not falling. So that should be good. And later on we're gonna fix this area here.